Hello everyone and welcome to episode 14 of our D&D campaign. Hello guys, watch for your volumes and watch together. Don't forget about that very important thing. Before we begin, guys, as usual, we have some announcements. First of all, welcome everyone. New people, old people, you're all pretty cool. I mean, not old people, just old viewers. Thank you very much for hanging out here. We appreciate you. Now, second thing, very important thing, before we go around and let the cast show you their voices. Tomorrow, we're gonna have a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot, 6:30 p.m. GMT +1. Mizzy and Fish are going to be playing there, as well as Mick and Nobrook. It's going to be a one-shot session, which means that there will be no continuation to this, although if you had previously watched other one-shots that we ran on this channel, you might know a little bit more about what's happening. Other than that, I would just like to remind you, for everybody watching this live, that you guys can also catch it on YouTube, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, so that you can either watch it or listen to it while you're going to work, or, you know, doing your girl, anyway, or whoever you're doing. Also, for the people that are watching this on YouTube and or listening in on Spotify, we do this live every Saturday, 9:30 p.m. GMT +1, except when we don't, because sometimes we don't. But then we'll warn you if you follow us on the social medias and stuff like that. Anyway, that covers everything for today. So, I'm gonna go once again very shortly around the table. I want your name and the name of your character, and that's it. Anything else, and we're gonna have trouble. Understood?
I like trouble.
Okay, Team Rocket. Anyway, starting with our halfling rogue, please, my lady.
I'm Fish, and I play Sagrin.
Easy. And now, followed by our drow cleric.
I'm Estera, and I play Azyzel.
Then our fairy wizard.
My name is Mizzy and I play Tuna.
Nice. And now, lastly, our drow sorceress.
Sindra. Witch. Hi. Witch Sindra, actually.
Whatever, man. I think we got it. Anyway, that was it. Thank you for reintroducing yourselves, folks. Now, I say we get back into the world of Idas with a quick little recap of all the crazy shit that happened on the previous episode. So, on the previous episode, our heroes began in a clutch situation. Tuna had been backstabbed by none other than Sagrin's twin, Bagrin, and was unconscious, held by him as he dropped a smoke bomb to attempt to escape the Unexpected's wrath. The Unexpected is their group name, by the way. Anyway, he almost did. Bagrin ran outside of the basement they were in after they broke into that basement to try and steal a precious artifact. And, well, it didn't really go exactly as planned, as they were attacked by this crazy witch. Either way, as Bagrin was almost leaving, Tuna was at 2 failed death saving throws, but managed to succeed on one of them, so that then our friend Sagrin could reach her, chug a healing potion on Tuna, and manage to revive her. They eventually bring down, thanks to Syndra's help, they bring down Bagrin, Sagrin's twin brother, and they discuss what to do with him. Tuna obviously wanted to kill him instantly, but the group decided that it would be better if they kept him, if they restrained him, to talk to him and question him. They retreated back to the inn, the Forgetful Pint in Lusan, and when they did, and when they questioned him, he was under the effect of Zone of Truth spell cast by Zizi, and he told them everything. Somebody messaged him in his head, offering a contract for Tuna's life. But they do not know who it is. He was afraid. He was afraid that he would die if he would not deliver Tuna's body to the place he was supposed to, which was the Obsidian Dragon. Well, our heroes nonetheless left him in the room alone. And just after they closed the door, they begin hearing this muffled scream inside. As they open it, Bagrin had his face covered with eyes as he was screaming in pain and eventually passed away. In a similar fashion to Captain Garrett Stone, to Ben from Ben's Bag of Baubles back in Brunswick, and to other people that they have seen in the past. Bagrin was obviously Sagrin's twin brother, and so she was grieving for that moment. Tuna attempted to do something by identifying the nature of the eyes. Although identify can only be kind of cast into an object, it seemed to have an effect into this thing. And it took her to this space where she was surrounded by eyes, and outside, the pattern on her wings expanded in this sort of grayish color, outward, away from her, almost spreading out of the room they were into. And something came out, forcing themselves against this pattern, against this sort of net. And as they pushed out, this blob of meat came out. It looked to be one of the creatures they had faced in the past, with multiple eyes, these floating heads with one singular eye and 3 tentacles with eye stalks above. And it fell down, and as it did, it almost disintegrated and was just a pile of flesh. A strange occurrence. Yet our heroes had to do something. They had to get rid of the bodies of the people that they murdered the previous day, or actually the previous morning. So they decided to go to the Tumbling Pebble, where the goblin Pescarchunos happily, for a price, would get rid of all the bodies that they made and that they had shoved inside a bag of holding. After that, our heroes discussed a plan, and, well, since Bagrin had mentioned the Obsidian Dragon, they went exactly in there. As they arrived in the Obsidian Dragon, Tuna felt a pull inside. Something strange, something that told her that she should be there, she should go there. But Zizi was the one going in. After an incredible display of social inability, Azyzel managed to ostracize both the owner and the bartender of this place. And then was found by the Baron who was inside, the Baron of Brunswick, the town where they originally began the campaign. Sitting with him was none other than Richard Dubois, the brother of the Countess of Luçon. They talked, they discussed a few things. Estera accidentally revealed that the Baron's son wanted to play at the Countess's birthday and ruined his surprise. But you know, these things happen. Once again, social inability. And after a while, a hooded man with a bow that had these sort of dragon wings at the edges, with a direwolf, walked in. Arrows knocked in his long bow and pointing at everyone in the room, trying to find the culprit to whoever killed his son's wife. That was Baron Elspin. Baron Elspin is none other than the owner of the house that they had previously broken into. And yes, it was the unexpected, the ones who killed his son's wife. The direwolf began smelling around the inn, around the sort of restaurant bar place of the Obsidian Dragon, this larger hotel type space. And he smelled around. And he smelled Azyzel's table. At the end, the Baron left. No harm coming to anybody in the room. Much thanks to the Count of Mogrand's help, Mathias Or, who appeased the situation. Our heroes then left, or I should say Azyzel left the Obsidian Dragon to meet our heroes, and then they finally decided they would stay at the Obsidian Dragon and wait until nightfall so that they can further proceed and elaborate on what they had done. And that's where we're at. You guys were inside of your room that you've bought here at the Obsidian Dragon, and you were waiting for nightfall. And as such, my friends, the stage is yours. Please go ahead.
Is it nightfall? Or
if you guys want to do anything in the process until nightfall, I will allow it. Otherwise, we can teleport in space and time to Nightfall.
Can we do like a short rest?
You had already done one, but you can do another, for sure.
Do you guys want to?
In the short rest, we can take a bath and clean our clothes.
Easily enough, yeah, you can do that for sure. You'll also notice that in this place there are they provide you with a few clothes of your own here, some kind of like robes that look a little bit better than the shit you're wearing, except probably for Sagrin's, because Sagrin's coat is pretty cool with the jaguar pattern and the black and the orangish embroideries. It's probably looking better than everything else, but it does look better than the rags that Azyzel has wearing on him, and probably better than the coat that Syndra somehow has still wrapped around her arm, walking around like she is sort of a burn victim or something from and should be in the hospital. But they are here. You guys can take your short rest if you want to heal, and you can as well take a bath and change your clothes or wash your clothes easily enough.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I want to wash mine. I'm very sentimental about my clothes.
All right. I'll take that into account. All right. Anything else you want to accomplish, or do we go straight into Nightfall? We go?
I think, yeah,
I mean,
I think
straight
we go.
into Nightfall.
Straight into Nightfall we go, my friends. So, Nightfall arrives in Lusan, the 22nd of Azyzel. You guys are still inside your room. What is it that you wish to do?
Let's go to the restaurant.
Yeah, I'll hop up on your pocket.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry.
All right, let's go eat.
All right.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I'd like to ask: are there any changes to Syndra's look during this time? Are you making an effort to somehow make it look better than the burn victim?
Oh. Help, guys, help me out.
Please suggest how you're going to do this.
So, what were the clothes that the hotel gave us? Are they
Yeah.
like long sleeved?
They are long-sleeved robes.
Okay, so.
Do they have a
Syndra,
hood?
They do not have a
That's
hood.
fine for me. Do they have gloves though?
They do not have gloves.
Well, better than nothing.
No,
But
you
they have
can-
pockets, right? You can put
Yeah.
the hands
Yeah,
on the pockets.
they would have pockets, I'd say, yeah.
Can you cover your bad face with your hair?
Wow, thank you.
Could be dangerous, that, but she can definitely do her best to cover her face with her hair, yes.
I mean, if there's any, we can like cut some side bangs. I don't know how her hair is, but we can cut, do like a little.
Sure,
I'll
okay.
do some prestidigitation and put her
Alright.
hair pretty
Okay, then
and
let's
covering.
let's do this. I will allow both you and Sagrin to decide how well this look turns out. Dexterity check from Sagrin, intelligence check from Tuna using prestidigitation. Let's see how good this looks.
Roll high,
13.
please.
13.
8!
13 and an 8. So I will say it looks alright. I mean, if you move your head too much, they'll probably see the whole black, shadowy situation you have on the left side of your face. But if you don't move your neck, like if you just walk like this, it's probably fine.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll
So,
be extra care with that.
gotcha.
Well,
So you-
Syndra, I'm sorry. You don't look the best, but yeah, as you can see, I'm not really an expert at makeovers.
What? You are so pretty.
Thank you, Tuna. Thank you.
Not you.
Oh. Okay.
you see Syndra's hair there's like uneven bangs. There's like parts that are a little bit higher than the others, and it mostly covers the eye, but it's a little bit weird. And then the other side is just normal. She just has this on the left side, and the other side is just normal hair, no bangs whatsoever. But
I'm just in front of her doing this and saying, "Perfection."
Yep, that's what I'd say too. But you guys
Thank you, Tuna.
walk out of your room into the sort of living space that exists up here. There's a few people that you've kind of never seen before, like reading books and talking in here at night. But you move downstairs. The owner and host of the Obsidian Dragon kind of nods your way and gives a look at Azyzel.
I'm in the pocket, by the way.
Yeah. Gives a look, kind of a look at Azyzel, as he remembers him coming here earlier. But he kind of just says, "Good evening to you all. Would you please like to enjoy our dinner service?"
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right. You guys walk into the restaurant once again, the restaurant area, and you see just the warmest, most comfortable place that you've ever eaten in, especially for Sagrin, who is definitely not used to these situations. It is warm. It has all of this sort of very warm mahoganies in the furniture and in the tables and the chairs. And again, the place there, you see no fireplace, nothing, but the place is warm and very cozy. And at first glance, as you walk in the room, you don't spot the Baron. You don't spot the Baron of Brunswick in here, nor you spot Commander Pierce. Or in your case, Zizi Richard Dubois. So you are welcome to find a table. It is kind of crowded, but there's at least one or two tables. One more to the corner, one more to the center that you guys can pick. Which one would you like?
Corner.
I would say corner, just so that Sindra doesn't have to turn her head too much.
Got it. All right. You guys walk to the corner table. A few people give you kind of a look, especially at Azyzel. Give him kind of a weird look. But you manage to find your way to the corner table, and you guys sit. I assume you guys want food. Food can be arranged for you and brought to you. So if there's anything you want to discuss, go right ahead.
Can we hear any conversations going?
All right. Are you listening for anything specific?
Regarding the party? Maybe?
Okay. Roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception.
And regarding William as well.
22.
All right. You do hear a few conversations. One of them immediately at your side. By the way, guys, we are aware that Witch is gone. Don't worry. It's just a few seconds. But you listen in, and about the party, there's a few interesting rumors. The first thing you pick on related to this is that the Baroness of Flovain was caught drunk yesterday again. The Baroness of Flovain is, you hear again that people call her kind of barbaric. They treat her as like a big alien, and it is rumored that she's only bringing ale as a birthday present for the Countess. You also hear again that people saying the Countess is getting old and she has no children. Who is going to be the heir? Who is going to be staying as the Count or Countess of Lusain when she is gone? There's a few nobles that kind of express that concern. Aside from that, there's people commenting on something strange that happened that you can then link to what Azyzel told you about the Baron Elspin of Verdine coming in here and threatening people that his son's wife had been murdered. You also noticed something interesting. there is a man staring at you from kind of center in the room. And it doesn't seem to be at you specifically, but in your area. And he has like this curious look. He's holding a book, brown hair, kind of up to the shoulders, and green eyes. He's wearing these this more sort of loose clothing, some robes with whites and blues. And he's kind of looking in your direction. And then you also spot with a 22 that close to your corner, more to your right, inside the room, there is a hooded figure in a table alone. And they seem to sort of, occasionally they look at you and then they hide it again. And occasionally they look at you and then they hide it again. And they seem to be a little bit nervous.
I whisper. Guys, do you see that hooded figure?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, Tuna, I'm saying there's a hooded figure. He's looking at us. Should we go and just talk to him? Or do we stare back? Do we do a staring contest?
I mean,
I can stare. I'm good at that.
you can.
Do that thing with the finger to for him to come.
Yeah, maybe we can do that.
That's scary.
He seems kind of
Pinky?
nervous. I think maybe the best would just be to show up there, like one of us, and ask what's up. But I can try that, Tuna.
Yeah,
I'm
Just
not
like
very
the-
charismatic, but
subtly.
okay, I'll do it. So
No,
I
no.
stare at him. Oh, no,
Make Sindra do that.
Sindra.
Wait,
But-
why me?
But she's
Yes,
like,
with the good hand. Do it.
Okay, I do it with the good hand,
All
looking
right.
at him
Yeah.
and smiling.
All right. Wow. So just as you do that, there's no reaction. The person seems to not. You see that Sagran, especially you, that you were kind of trying to notice if there was anything. He is just kind of staring into his drink and drinking and then eating. As she does that, he doesn't seem to react to anything. And just as Sindra turns back to you guys, he kind of gives you a side eye and continues eating. At this moment, you see, kind of walking towards you from the middle of the room, the man that was staring at you. And he begins kind of walking with book in his hand. And he approaches you guys and says, "Oh, hello, good evening. Would you mind if I sat with you?"
good evening.
Good
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm your biggest fan. A stranger? I love you so much.
Listen, she's still grieving. Okay, she's not okay.
Yes.
She's stuttering. Yes.
He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should introduce myself. My name is Mathias Or. I am the Count of Malgrand, and I believe I had a small interaction with your friend here, and I would just like to talk a little bit."
Matthias who?
Or, O-R. It's the simplest fucking thing. It's 2 letters, guys. No, not whore, you fucking... Why do you make it so hard for me? He's not Matthias Whore. Or. O-R. Dude, okay?
Or what?
I had to.
Okay, alright. See, when I'm writing, this is not problematic in my head. But then I get here, and suddenly it is.
Like Captain Penis?
Commander, but yeah.
Yeah.
Commander Penis and Count Whore. Great. Anyway. So he sits down with you guys, and he talks to you and begins saying, "So, if you don't mind me asking, you guys staying here at the Obsidian Dragon as well?"
Yeah.
All right, curious. Have you ever heard of the story of the Obsidian Dragon?
Nope.
No. But I
Well-
bet you will tell us.
Actually, I won't. I would ask the proprietor. His eyes kind of light up every time he tells it, so I figure not many people ask him about it, but I did. It is important to know the history of places you're staying in. It's something I care about deeply. Either way, please, I saw you speaking with the Baron of Brunswick. With Baron Edwin. I didn't catch your name, though, and he points to you, Zizi.
My name is Azyzel.
All right, and are you perhaps all friends?
Yeah.
Sorta, yeah.
All right. Do you come from Brunswick? Do you know the Baron in any way?
No,
Well-
we just know he's the Baron.
So you're not from Brunswick.
We're not originally from Brunswick. We've been there.
All
We
right.
do not personally know the Baron. But
Then why were you at his table?
we helped save the city from the
Did you?
weird. Yeah. And he wanted me to meet the Count de Bois.
Oh, what an interesting character, is he not?
Indeed.
Yes. It is sad to see. Oh, but maybe before I sort of continue with my rants, I'm sorry if I am boring you, but I was just very curious. I would like to know all of your names. You are Azyzel. How about you, little halfling?
Not a little. I'm Sagrin.
Well, actually, you're right. You're pretty tall for a halfling. I'm sorry, young lady.
Thank you.
How about you?
Sindra.
Oh, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to deal with Dubois. He's not exactly the Count, but as things are right now, he might be the Count. It is sad to see the Dubois family, once proud and righteous, to have come to this situation. An heirless countess who does a fair job at being a countess, and then her annoying, possibly corrupt little brother. They were once. I'm sorry.
His name?
What do you mean by that?
Well, it is only a educated guess of mine that Richard Dubois is not exactly in the best of dealings. The man talks slimy, so I would not ever enter business with him of any kind. But I tend to trust my ability to judge character, and this is the judgment I have made. It seems that this family is lost, and it would have been lost long ago if it was not for the youngest of the brothers, or siblings, Lucretia Dubois. She is the Vorder, as you probably already know. She's the Minister of Justice of our fair kingdom. She's here, fortunately. She's the only practitioner of the old Dubois arts as well. They were once proud monks, worshippers of an old goddess. That's been long forgotten by most, but not by me in my books. It is sad how time passes on and old traditions are dropped, even if they were good ones. Don't you think?
What is the name of the old goddess?
Oh, the name has been perhaps lost to me. But it is her symbol. It's what originated the Dubois crest, the scales. She was the goddess of judgment. Obviously, the Dubois changed it a long time ago and added the sword and the shield to show their commitment to the new god Rauno. But the order still kept in secret underneath the blind keep, it is said. There's supposed to be an old temple to this goddess. Quite the sacred place. Was once visited from all over. Back in the primordial times of Herskellen.
Do I feel home?
From what?
From him. Do I feel anything from him?
Strangely, no. You don't. You don't feel anything from him.
Okay.
You all just feel, though, as this man is a strangely compelling man, and kind of captures your attention very easily. He seems to be very knowledgeable as well. Anyway, is there anything you'd like to add?
Do you know what made the Dubois family change ways? Change gods?
That was a long time ago. I'm afraid I don't. I've only noticed one thing, though. And this is another thing that sits poorly with me. You see, Herr Skellen, we are devoted to the god Rauno, which I'm sure you are all practitioners of this faith in here.
Of course.
Surely. But, nevertheless, the Countess's brother, Richard, he does not attend any ceremony, any religious ceremony. He has stopped a long time ago. Once again, it indicates that he is slimy, strange. I am sorry I keep insisting on this, but I seem to find you as good people. Half decent, at least. And I saw you sitting with him. I would not want you to be dragged into whatever it is he is up to. Well,
And what do you think he's up to?
I wouldn't know, but he is the only one with a daughter. And there's a throne in the Blind Keep. So either this is a plot for something, or maybe he's clean, and I am overreacting and overthinking. I'm just, once again, going by my own personal ability to judge people. I hope that it did not fail me when I judged you.
Surely did not.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure meeting such an interesting group here.
Nice meeting you too.
Once again, I am quite curious as to how you're all in Lucin. If perhaps, are you here for the birthday, or do you have any affiliation to anyone?
We wished to attend the party, but unfortunately we weren't invited.
Why would you be in the first place? Any of you a noble of sorts?
Not exactly.
No.
Well, then it would be hard to get an invitation.
Yeah.
Is he invited?
Are you
Right.
invited?
Obviously, I am the count of the neighbor county, so I am most definitely invited.
Do you have any extra invitations?
I am sorry, Sagrin. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't hurt to try.
What is your line of work, if you don't mind me asking?
Me, personally?
All of you.
Currently, we're just trying to help. There are some mysteries happening. Some
People
unfortunate passings. Yeah, we're just trying to help around.
I have heard from Brunswick, right?
Exactly.
Hence why I was asking what your affiliation to the Baron was. I thought maybe you had helped with that situation. You look like someone who can find their way around the fight.
That is true.
Well, I will definitely advise you on something. Finding your way around a fight will not find your way around Lucin. This place is a tank full of sharks during these times. And it is up to you to swim with them or to swim away from them. Just be careful. And thank you for the conversation once again. I hope I didn't bore you with my stories.
Not at all. It was
A little bit.
Excuse me?
nothing. It would. I just sneezed.
All right. Well, I hope your allergies eventually go away.
Thank you.
And, by the way, if you are ever interested in work around fighting, and you're perhaps walking around Malgrand, our fair city, look for the Scale Hunt. There's some monster slaying to do in my county. They multiply way too fast. Well, I'll be seeing you, friends. Farewell,
Very nice.
and have a good night. And he moves away.
Ask for some cheese.
I think, Tuna, you can get multiple kinds of cheeses here. It's pretty expensive, so
The cheaper one.
Is this not included in the room service?
I would say no.
Oh. Then I shall restrict myself.
All right, you order some cheese for Tuna, the cheaper one, which still looks pretty expensive. Tuna, it is the best cheese you've ever eaten in like the longest time. It is almost like creamy a little bit. It has a little bit of spice, a little bit of kick to it, a little bit of tang, but it's the best goat cheese you've ever had.
Wow. Can we bring some when we get out?
I don't think so.
This.
Yeah. We're
No.
not made of gold.
Okay. We need to come
yeah.
back here though. It's a really good cheese.
Okay. Maybe one day. Is there the guy still looking at us?
The other guy is no longer at the table.
Okay. Is it still around the room or?
You see him sort of, you see him get up to the bar and grab a drink, and he's now heading back to his table.
Okay.
But he seems to be, still there.
Who do you think he is?
I have no idea.
Why don't we go there though?
Could it be William?
I don't know.
They cannot see his face.
No.
Seems to be hiding
Is
it
it
very
the-
well. You only see a beard. Sort of a black beard.
Okay. That isn't William then. William does not have a beard.
I think if we all go there, it's too much. Maybe just
Yeah,
one of us should
Someone needs to go.
Go, Sagrin.
go. Me?
Not me.
It's always me.
You
okay.
can go with the ferry.
Yeah, both go. I'll get up and I'll go towards this table.
As you do, he gets up and begins exiting the room.
I'll follow him.
He continues, and he's leaving. He's gonna leave the Obsidian Dragon. He gets out of the room and is heading towards the exit. And he's kind of like looking back. You see the head turn, but he continues to move.
Okay, I'll look back towards Syndra and Zizi, and I'll do like a
I
signal.
get up and
Like,
go.
not very obvious, but obvious enough so they can actually understand what I
Okay.
mean.
You guys move out as well?
Okay,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
go.
You guys continue running and you guys move out. Exit the restaurant and move out. Sagrin, you're a little bit ahead. He exits the Obsidian Dragon and he's starting to go into the streets. Are you following him?
Yeah.
Alright. You continue following him. He goes out into the streets. The other two manage to catch up. He's not going at a brisk pace. And he turns one of the streets. Are you guys still going?
I don't think it's a
Yes.
good idea.
Alright. You guys
What if-
continue moving after him. And you go through a pretty long street. Until at a certain moment he kind of stops.
We stop.
He turns back to you. He removes his hood, and you see a man with sort of long hair and a big thick black beard. Seems to be human, and has scales around his eyes, sort of greenish scales. From behind you, you hear and you see another hooded man with a longbow. Arrows knocked as he points them at you. And he says, "Son, what do you want us to do?" The hooded man addresses you. "Why? Why did you kill her?"
It was an accident.
"An accident? She was torched. She was ashes. And it was an accident. Who are you?
Talk to him.
Who are you?"
We are no one.
That is not enough.
We're going to die.
You've killed my wife. Draw your blades. We fight. And he brings out a rapier. As his father behind him, you see him stretch the bow once again. My friends, you're gonna have to roll initiative after a full day and spending your spells.
Let's run. Can you run? We might run. We might want to run. We need to run. Run.
We can.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right. So, first of all, let me bring you guys to the playing space.
I don't have the song. Oh my god, can't stop. Oh my god.
What did I just do? There. All right, my friends. Let me bring out some character sheets. It's time that we, my friends, do battle. I'm so excited.
Stop!
He's so dead.
Ooh. I just rolled a 19 of the initiative of one of them.
Ooh.
Without the bonus. So let me check. All right, guys. So initiative rolls. We have an 8, a 9, and an 18. So we have.
Oh my god, where am I?
Then we have Zizi. We have Sagran. And we have Sindra. Alright. So, top of the round, it's the Sun's turn. They picked up upon the smell from Azyzel. Yes, but the Lucius smelled you when you were inside with the Baron. So you already had a target on your back ever since then. So he is going to strike at you. You see him as he whips out is this sort of rapier. His hand begins to glow with this strange magic. He's going to use Quicken Spell and cast Hold Person on you, Azyzel. I'm gonna need you to make a Wisdom saving throw. You need to beat a 15, if you don't mind. Let me mark the things off. All right. With a 20, you see him clutch for you and close his fist as magic begins to swirl around you. This sort of green gas that you almost inhale, and he runs at you, and he's going to also, with his cantrip and with his action, cast Booming Blade on you. He's going to roll an attack against you with his sword. Oh, that is a 21 to hit, which I believe is going to hit. He is going to deal 12 points, 13 points of damage as he slashes you with this green-looking rapier. With like the tip of the rapier, he just slashes your chest, and now you have surrounding you this sort of greenish energy around you, but he is melee with you, standing in front. All right, so that's gonna be his turn. Next up, Tuna, you're up.
Okay. I will. I think this is possible. I will, with the wand.
Mm-hmm.
I will fireball 9th level the wolf and the other.
Holy shit!
Shit.
Oh my god.
All right, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I would like you to read the effects of using all the charges of the wand and read it out loud. All good. Read the effects of using all the charges out loud for us, please.
Okay, wait. Wait, I need to put this on the other monitor. Okay. This one has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to spend 1 more. For 1 charge, you cast the 3rd level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend.
Correct.
Okay. So I cannot send a
You
9th
can.
level, I believe.
You can. The thing is, at the end, read the whole text. At the end, if you waste all charges in 1 cast, read what can happen to the wand. It says right at the end.
Oh! The wand crumbled into ashes and it's destroyed.
If you you have to roll a dice. If you roll low enough, the wand.
On a 1.
Yes.
Only on a 1.
Only on a 1. So you're gonna use 9th level fireball. I will ask you to roll a d20 right now.
I don't want to. Wait.
You can do this.
If it's a natural 1, the wand breaks. If not, you get to keep a wand of fireballs. A 9 will save it. All right. Go ahead and roll damage as you come out of Tuna's pocket and pointing at both
Sagrin's pocket.
Yeah, excuse me. Out of Sagrin's pocket, not your own. That would be weird. You point your wand of fireballs at him. Go ahead and roll the damage. The DC, I believe, is 15 dex for that. So
15.
yeah, 15 dex for that. So the Baron fortunately succeeds. However, his puppy might be a different story.
45 fire damage.
Okay, let me see if the puppy succeeds. What's his bonus? The puppy rolled a 13 plus 2. He also succeeds. But the puppy has not as much hit points. Let's see if he dies. So 45. Both of them are taking half damage of 45, which would be rounded down 22. 22. So 20. Please describe how this fireball looks, Tuna.
Well, you just see a wand coming out. Well, my head and the wand coming out of Tuna's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. Okay.
No, fuck.
Hey!
Sagrin's pocket.
Yeah.
And you see a huge fireball forming into the air right on top of them. And
All right. Tuna points it, and this huge fire explosion around this whole place. Let me see. What is the? It's a 20-foot radius sphere, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you aiming this? Because there's a chance you might set the whole of Lusa on fire right now,
Yeah.
Tuna.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't care. Wait, yeah, it's probably they are in the center of it.
They're in the center of it. You're gonna set one of the houses on fire. All right. This huge explosion, fire all over the place. The house begins to, it obviously catches on fire, and one of the walls crumbles down. You hear as the wolf falls, all covered in fire, but still stands This black and white fur now all covered in ash and soot, and the Baron also was on fire, his cape on fire. You die tonight. But he is wounded from that. Anything else you want to do, Tuna?
Well, they know where I am, right?
They saw you inside of her pocket, yeah.
Okay. Ah, shit. There's really nothing I can do, I guess. Okay. If the dog tries to attack me, he might attack Sagrin, so I will just fly up.
Okay. You fly full
Just-
movement up.
Full movement.
Got it. All right. That ends your turn, I believe.
Mhm.
All right, next up, it's his turn, the dude's turn, and he is going to. You see the bow begins to glow with this green energy, and he is going, as he touches it, he is going to cast Hail of Thorns, and actually, would he do that? He would definitely do that. He's going to cast Hail of Thorns and fire at you. As you see, one of his arrows at second level flies up towards you, Tuna. Let me see if he hits with the arrow or not. First, with the first one, that is going to be a 16 to hit. Tuna?
It hits.
16 hits. All right. You take 5. Whew, oh my god, I'm rolling max damage on everything.
Why?
Tuna, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you you succeed in you have to beat a 16 save DC to see if you can succeed on dodging the
18.
You do. You're gonna take half damage from the
The arrow.
the Hail of Thorns. So you take 19 points of piercing and poison damage, and you take 5 points of piercing damage from Hail of Thorns as the arrow hits you in the shoulder, and you manage to duck it enough so that all of the brambles and all of the sort of thick spikes that were in the arrow kind of just fling off, and the arrow just takes a chunk of your shoulder. He's going to attack again because he has 2 attacks. That is going to be a 20 to hit, so that is going to hit. So 20. 20 to hit, so where's the dice? There it is. You take... you take 13 points of piercing damage from the second attack as another arrow hits you. He also commands his wolf to move towards Sagrin here. The wolf is going to attack Sagrin down on the floor.
By the way, you see a little fairy just...
Ooh. Shit. How high up in the air were you?
30 feet.
As you fall down, you take damage. You automatically fail 2 death saving throws as you crumble out of the sky. So, the dog still moves to attack our little halfling here. He is going to use a bite attack. So bite attack, that is going to be 15 to hit.
I'm 15, so yeah.
So it's going to hit. You take 7 points of piercing damage as he bites you on the shoulder. I'm gonna need you to make a DC 11 strength saving throw. If you fail, you are prone.
Okay, strength?
Yeah, strength saving throw. 11 is what you need to beat.
Nice.
There you go. He tries to push you down, but you stand strong with your little halfling legs. All right. That's gonna end the Baron's turn. Azyzel, it's your turn. Tuna is down. Two failed death saving throws. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I want to cast. What's the name of this? Healing word.
All right.
On Tuna.
All right. Bonus action. You cast a healing word. At what level are you casting this?
First level.
First level. There you go. Tuna, you come back to life at 6 hit points. Fortunately, here from as Azyzel once again, no, yells at you, and you see the purple, sort of the moonlight in the sky fades into this purplish magic and heals you up. Zizi, anything else you want to do?
I want to cast Sacred Flame at the wolf.
Sacred Flame at the wolf. Dexterity saving throw from him. Natural 1, he fails. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Nice.
5 points of damage. Radiant purple flame around the wolf as he falls to the ground. Unconscious or dead, depending on what you guys are looking here. But he is out of commission right now. And you hear the Baron, Lucius, no! Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Got it. Next up, after Zizi, Sagrin, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my flaming dagger towards the sun.
Alright, so first, sleight of hand check to see if you unlock underhanded strike. With advantage, you have to beat a 15 to see if you can unlock underhanded.
And you can't, because it's night.
Oh my god.
Sleight of hand with advantage.
You beat it, fortunately. So now you have underhanded strike unlocked from your cloak. This means your cloak is going to somehow mimic your attacks, which is a pretty good thing from this totally not broken item that I made.
Yeah.
So all right, so now you're gonna roll first attack, Flame Tongue. You're gonna use I don't remember if you need a bonus action to you need a bonus action to light it on fire. So you only get one attack right now.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for the attack on the sun.
I say burn and the dagger.
Okay.
Which is my word.
Your word is burn. Got it.
Yes. And I'm gonna roll with advantage, right?
Not with advantage here. No.
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 Okay. Normal roll.
Normal roll.
17.
All right, let me see if a 17 hits. Sorry, I forgot the stat sheet. 17 actually hits. Yes, you can go ahead and roll damage, and sneak attack is going to apply here as well. And then you roll another attack for underhanded strike after we're done with this one. Holy fuck.
Nice.
Many numbers.
So 22 out of this one. Give me a second. Okay, and now go ahead and roll another attack for underhanded strike.
Alright, so another hit.
Correct. That also
23.
hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Again.
Yeah.
I rolled, but it didn't show. Let me do it again.
Right, that's gonna be 6 plus 3, so a total of 9 points of damage. No, the sneak attack doesn't count on this one. All right, so you see Sagrin as she once again, you've seen her many times throw her dagger. As the dagger is thrown from underneath the sleeve on her jacket, you see another one, just like it, exit her sleeve as 2 strikes with the flame tongue dagger hit the Baron's son, and you've hurt him pretty badly, actually. And then they vanish into smoke, and you feel the dagger once again appear in your pocket. All right. Anything else you want to do, Sagran?
Into anything else? Yeah.
All right. No,
I'll stay here. Yeah.
You want to use your reaction to cry? You can also. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah. I'm brave. I'm brave this time.
Anyway, Syndra, it is finally your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'll cast Shadow Blade.
All right. Bonus action Shadow Blade appears on Syndra's hand.
And I will throw it at the sun.
Throw it at the sun. Go ahead and roll the attack. Just for the people listening, this is not sun as in the burning star. It is as in the son of the Baron.
Just let me deal damage.
You can just roll a d20 and we'll add your spell attack then. Just roll a d20 here on roll 20 and we can add your spell attack modifier, which is +9.
Yep.
So 9 plus 7 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage for your Shadow Blade.
She also has the Stronger Together.
Yeah, it would have hit, yeah. All right, 4 points of psychic damage as you throw this black blade all made of shadow. It travels through the air and hits the Baron's son in the chest for a total amount of 4 whopping points of damage. Anything else you want to do?
I'm a move here.
Got it. Alrighty. Very well. Okay. Top of the round. It is his turn. The Baron's son is going to move to the side of Azyzel. Let me do some calculations here. All right.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
On a short rest, can wizards prepare
No.
things? No,
No.
only on long rest.
On a long rest, yeah. So the Baron's son, you see him sort of he kind of holds his throat with his hand, and you see green scales on his hand, and as he does, his mouth begins to sort of emanate this green gas as he breathes this poisonous gas towards you. I'm gonna need both Azyzel and Sagrin to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Not me.
Not you. You're not in the 15-foot cone. Only them.
20.
Nice.
8.
All right. So. 1 second. Yes. All right. Exactly. You are going to take. Zizi, you take 10 points of poison damage as this poisonous gas hits you, and Sagrin, you take 5 points of poison damage.
Am I not resistant to poison because of the shield?
Then you are. You take 5 as well. Well spotted. All right. So you resist. You take 5 points of poison damage as well as he breathes it on you and it looks desperate at you. You see his eyes red with rage, and sort of you can see the hint of tears forming in his eyes. That it appears to be that this man has lost the will to live. All right. Next up, it's Tuna.
Okay. You guys take care of that one. I will hide. Oh, my cat just meowed. I'm sorry. Can I hide on one of these houses?
You can
Not inside the house, but
yes,
like in the corner.
100%. You can fly
Okay.
towards the corner of one of those houses, and you can hide in there. Yeah.
Okay. I see there's some fences there. I
Yeah.
will look above the fence
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say, "I'm sorry," and I'll cast lightning bolt on the father. Okay, that house is already turned up, so I don't care.
The house is on fire, and all right, we'll resolve what's happening with the house in a little bit. Go ahead and roll the damage. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. He fails with a 3. With a roll of 3.
33.
Oh my god.
Okay, Tuna, I'm gonna ask you this. It's a lightning bolt. It's pretty hard to control. Is your intention to kill the man?
Yes.
All right. You hear the sound of lightning behind you, hidden away from the street, and you begin smelling ozone as lightning bolt is fired at him, and you just see him as he is electrified, and his skin turns black as smoke comes out of it, and his eyes explode in blood, and he falls down on the ground. It is at this moment that from inside the house you hear the screams of children. As the house has fallen down into one of their bedrooms, one of their homes. You hear the screams of children, you hear the screams of mothers asking for help. I don't know what it is you're doing, Unexpected. But I don't think you're the good guys here. Next up, after Tuna's turn, it is the guy. You hit him with the intention to kill. He is dead. Azyzel, it's your turn.
Well, I want to cast Sacred Flames at the Sun.
Sacred Flame at the Sun, alright. He succeeds in the saving throw. The flames, with a natural 17, and the flames whiff around him, above him, as he yells, "Father! No!" And you see the desperation as tears now begin pouring down his eyes. Sagrin, unless Zizi wants to do something else, it is Sagrin's turn. Zizi, do you want to move, or are you staying?
I'm staying.
Alright. Sagrin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry. Things are going this way. Life can be pretty tough. And I throw my dagger.
Roll an attack?
Oh god.
A 12.
A 12, okay.
Misses on the first one. Roll your underhanded strike, though.
Okay.
20 hits. This will not proc sneak attack yet, the underhanded strike attack. But you can still bonus action throw a regular dagger if that's the case. So 5 plus 6 damage here. Holy fuck. Alright. You throw your dagger, it misses, but then unexpectedly as he dodges away from your dagger, he gets hit in the clavicle by your underhanded strike as both the daggers vanish. You still have a bonus action attack with your regular dagger. He's looking hurt, bleeding out of his mouth at this point as it kind of clogs up in his beard. Go ahead and roll for the other attack.
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. It's only going to be the dice damage, not the modifier on this one. Allow me to check. All right. Give me a second. You throw your second dagger and you stick him with it, but fortunately he's still alive. I'm going to say, because of the way underhanded strike works, it has to be sort of your main attack. We're not gonna roll underhanded strike for this one. He is at 2 hit points.
Okay.
Barely alive. Syndra, it's your turn. As he now looks at you.
Guys, kill or no kill.
Your decision. Your call.
Oh well. Like it. Well, D20.
It's gonna be Shadow Blade again?
Yeah.
That hits. Please, Syndra, he is at 2 hit points. There's no way you roll low enough. How are you killing him? How are you killing him?
I'll just throw the dagger at him.
Any specific part?
No. Just.
Alright. Syndra, as he stares at her, throws a shadowy dagger as it hits him in the head, and you see the shadows consume his face as blackened veins show. He coughs up more blood and falls in the ground.
We're sorry.
And you see this pale blue flame rise up as he dies and rest, and the body is burning with a slight pale blue flame. You hear the yelling from the house away from you. Azyzel,
Let's run.
it is easy enough for you to spot. You see a mother with a child with her face half crushed from a boulder in the building. The mother crying and staring at you. What have you done? Who are you? Are you guys running? You can try. Are you doing anything?
To help, or
What do you want to do?
wait, the kid has the face.
Yeah, it's sort of crushed.
Smashed?
Yeah,
Is
half
he
of.
still alive?
You don't know.
I want to check if he's still alive.
You want to run to them?
We should run. We should run.
Are you
But
running
they-
to
they
them or
know
running
us.
away? Azyzel, your decision.
Oh god.
This is a
I
defining
just-
moment.
I'll go to them.
All right,
You
you
guys
run.
can hide. You guys
you
can
run
go. I'll
fast.
stay behind.
You run fast at them. We'll deal with what you guys are doing in a second, if you don't mind. You run fast at them. The child has the left side of her face crushed completely. But it is somehow at the brink of death. Azyzel, whether this child is saved or not, it is up to you.
I want to heal like the most I can.
All right, you're gonna throw out which spell? Cure Wounds?
Yeah,
All right, go ahead and roll for the healing.
level 2.
All right, 17 healing. You see the bone on its face by this sort of strange purple energy. It begins to pick up pieces from around the floor of skull, of bone, and reconstructing them in its face. As the child breathes again, the mother goes, Jen, and grabs her and looks at you in panic. Do you say anything?
I'll just say run to safety, and then I'll just run.
All right, you guys, while he's doing that, are you guys running as well? Are you running or are you
yes.
waiting for him?
I'm waiting for him.
We're gonna wait. Can I check how the wind is right now?
Sure. Roll perception check for me.
Alright, perception.
In the middle of this. Sagrin.
You can tell the wind is blowing at an eastern direction, to the right side, towards the other houses.
And how strong is it?
It is pretty weak wind. You see the yeah, you see the flames kind of lick against the trees next to it, but it has not caught fire yet. It could soon.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the ever smoking bottle.
Okay,
Right, so that smoke starts
got
spreading and we can actually run away sneakily.
it. Yeah. Anything else?
And we wait, right? Everyone wants to-
Meanwhile, I say to Syndra, touch the body. It's gonna give you power, probably. I don't know. Maybe. You killed him.
Okay.
You're touching the
Okay.
body.
I touched the body
All right. As you touch the body,
with the dead hand.
The flame covers your hand and covers your face. You feel an intense searing pain as your arm grows darker and it goes up to your neck. The left side of your face now covered completely in black.
Well,
The after effects of this, we will have to see after.
Well, what did you see here?
Anyway, smoke fills the space, and then you guys, Azyzel, you see the smoke, you know the direction they're running. You begin running into the smoke as you hear footsteps of maybe armored people, of guards, but you begin running. They're fortunately coming from the other direction, but you begin running across town. I'm gonna ask you this, guys. You're trying to move to avoid attention from everyone here. I'm gonna have you guys roll stealth checks. Sagrin, you still roll at advantage. You, Azyzel, will not roll at advantage because this is not about moving silently. This is about how you move through the streets. So everybody roll stealth checks for me, please.
25.
9.
All right. 25, a 13, a 9, and a 22. That's pretty good overall. You guys managed to run across town. Where are you headed? Where are you running?
should we go to the inn? To the Obsidian Dragon? Like nothing happened? We're
Yes,
just
yes, let's
yeah.
go.
walking
Let's go.
by.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I hop up on the bucket because.
All right. You guys immediately dart back around the other street to go towards the obsidian dragon. Yes?
So I have the bottle open.
Yeah.
Does like the smoke visually follow
Oh,
us?
I thought you were putting it down. If you don't put it down, the smoke will follow you.
Yeah, okay, so I'll let it be
Okay.
where the fight happens. Yeah, just
Okay.
to make everything clear, nothing bad happens, so
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
actually follow us.
As you come running around, you kind of stop at the street of the Obsidian Dragon as you see people exiting to see what happened. They heard the explosions from the 9th level fireball and the lightning bolt. I'm gonna have all of the group roll for a deception check to look
my God.
not nervous.
Can I
Tuna,
guide
you
it?
don't have to. You can.
Okay,
Tuna
yeah.
doesn't have to roll it because she's inside of
Yeah.
Sagrin's pocket.
23?
All right.
13.
All right. 14, good. Plus the guidance,
13.
Azyzel. Roll the d4 for your guidance. 14. Okay. Fortunately, 23 is pretty high and is raising up your averages. You guys managed to sort of move fast, and you join the group of people that is now exiting the Obsidian Dragon. You see the Count, you see all of the nobles exiting this place, as well as even the owner of it, bringing us out of combat. What do you guys do?
I'll just look around. Be like, what is happening? What was that noise?
Okay.
Oh my
Trying
face.
to, you know, blend in.
Guys. What about my face? Help.
Can I take a closer look at her face?
Yeah, you see that the left side of her face is now completely black, and she is missing hair up her sort of her head on the left side. Hair has fallen out, and it is now covered in black and in darkness.
I don't think a makeover will work the next time. We might need a week or something. Do you feel anything else? Do you feel stronger? Do you feel... How do you feel?
Not
How do I
yet.
feel? Okay. No.
you feel
nothing
normal.
At all.
You still feel in control?
I guess so.
Right. What are we doing, guys? We're killing people.
Shh, don't talk here, okay?
Exactly. What the fuck?
No.
We're in the middle of everyone.
I'm rolling
What
dice.
What was that explosion? Is everyone safe?
The Count rushes towards you. Are you all right? I heard this explosion.
We heard it as well. I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm following everybody to know what this was. If anything of the sort is happening during the celebrations of the Countess's birthday, this does not bode well. It is not a good sign. And he begins running towards the occurrence, the sound of the explosion, along with everyone else. Are you guys joining?
Well, we should blend in until everything calms
Yeah.
down, and then we go sleep with
Yeah,
everyone.
but maybe from afar, not front row seats. Yeah,
All right.
we just go
Let's
check.
blend.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you guys begin to blend in. And as you do, you blend in and you're walking through the corners of the street and into this alleyway. And you see the Count was like rushing ahead of you guys. And just as that happens, you feel this, Azyzel, you feel this big hand grab you in the shoulder and pull you in an alleyway. As you, Sagrin, also feel a hand on your shoulder and pull you in. Syndra, you see your friends kind of be pulled into an alleyway, and as you look, you see the Count in that alleyway, and you see another man. Azyzel, you had seen this man. You had seen this man before. He was accompanying the Count last time that you saw him. He was this short black hair, brown eyes, very, very tall, very well taken care of, beard, kind of short, tall, muscular, thick arms, and the tummy that's starting to show. The body is just full of scars because he just wears these furs, these shoulder pads, and a waistcloth. He has a giant fucking great axe, and he pushes you guys against the wall as the Count goes.
Does he squash me?
No, fortunately. As the Count goes, so, isn't it curious that you left in a rush following someone, and then an enormous explosion happens in the middle of the city of Lusan, and now you are rushing towards it? As you were coming out of the street, care to explain what happened?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Roll deception check for me.
Okay. Deception. 16.
Let me roll myself. I thought you were good. You're gonna have to do a little bit better than that. What exactly happened?
I don't know what happened.
Lord Willingstone, you see the man turns to you and grabs you. He's gonna go grab you by the neck. What's your AC?
15.
Alright, a natural 18 is going to hit. As he grabs your neck and pushes you against the wall, this giant hand, and brings his axe down on your forehead. I am usually a nice person. I only wish to make conversation with you, and I don't like being wrong when I'm judging people. Care to explain what happened, or do you want to receive your punishment at the hands of Mr. Willingstone here?
Well,
He's
Right now-
Mathias, right?
He's talking to all of you as Sagrin cannot speak.
Yeah, but he's
Exactly.
Mathias, right?
This is Mathias, yeah.
Okay. Can I cast command to the guy to release the neck?
You sure can. You see Zizi focus. What's your command word? How do you speak it?
Release.
As your eyes begin to glow and you speak release, something hits your neck. You are counterspelled. As Mathias raises his hand. I'm afraid that being aggressive towards us right now, Azyzel, is not the best course of action. I am still on your side. I only want to understand what happened. And who the fuck are you?
I start like pointing towards my neck.
Mathias looks. Yes, Indra, I'm sorry.
can you release her first, please? And
Mathias looks at Sagrin and nods at Mr. Willingstone as he loosens up the grasp he had on your neck, and you are able to speak
Shit hit the fan. Yeah. They attacked us first. They attacked us. Things didn't go well.
Who attacked you?
I don't know, some dude with the wolf.
Baron Elspin.
I don't know.
Was
He
it
has
you
a
that
bow
murdered
and
the
has
wife
a-
of his son? Be truthful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
How do you murder someone accidentally?
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Shit hit the fan that one time as well. We entered the house, his house, to try and steal something. We didn't steal it, okay? But some creature, apparently the wife, showed up and she started attacking us. We just wanted to leave the place quietly, but she attacked us, and we had to survive. We were kind of trapped.
So the wife was there, at his house, and attacked you as you were breaking into her house.
Yes.
Things are not looking good for you.
Yes. And my brother died, and a tear starts falling my eye, dropping from my eye.
And you expect to grieve your brother's death by murdering others?
No, it was an
no.
accident.
They just attacked us. We were trying to.
So you
survive?
have killed the Baron and his son?
They attacked first. They lured us.
Did you
outside.
realize that you don't always have to kill people when you fight them?
Yes,
We do.
I do that. We tried.
Who is talking?
My tummy.
Please, no more shenanigans. Who is talking?
Tuna.
Okay. It's me. Hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Your name?
I'm really sorry. It's my powers. I cannot control them. They are too powerful. I am too powerful. I don't know. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I'm Tuna.
Both the Baron and his son were good men. And you were wrong to have killed them.
We know.
The wife, however, was not a good woman.
What do you mean by that?
The wife was, according to what I know, from a long line of witches that had been around Verdeen for a while. I do not know her personally, but her family has cursed many of the barons in Verdeen, much to the Countess's ignorance as she refused to look. Now give me one, or maybe two good reasons as to why I shouldn't deliver you for judgment here in Lusan.
Can I ask you something?
Ask
Before
away.
We give you. We noticed that the Baron's son had some scales over his face. Do you think that? I mean,
You
what
think
do you know about the curses
wife
that the
did it?
witches? Yeah.
What makes you think I would share anything with murderers? Please,
Just a question.
please. Two good reasons to keep you alive and to not turn you in.
We panicked. We just want to help.
You want to help who?
The people.
What people?
Discover
Everyone, people that
what's-
are disappearing.
Yeah.
Isn't that in Brunswick? Why are you here?
There were people disappearing in Lusand as well. From what we know. Children. And then women, and then warriors. And we're trying to we are just trying to solve everything, but everyone is getting in our way, and we kill people accidentally, and we're just trying to we're just trying to help.
We think it's connected towards here, basically.
Yeah. So we followed the Baron to Lusand, so we can shut the so we can so we can help and find whatever is going on, and everything is against us. We don't know.
Anyone else want to contribute?
Have you ever seen a body that with eyes, many eyes on it, looking straight at you?
No.
Do I still have the eye on me?
It's in the one of the bags of holding.
Okay. Look, what happened in Brenzig? What happened in Brenzig was bad. There was a lot of killing. There was a lot of bodies with strange eyes, and we followed the clues, and we end up on a cave full of ritual markings. And furthermore, we followed the clues here. We think it's related to the Dubois, and I can show you something. And then I retrieve the eye. This is what every dead body has all over them.
Thanks, brother. Has it?
Humans, kobolds,
Here.
every creature has been killed because someone, we don't know what, is doing something really bad to people, and we're just trying to figure out everything.
As you grab the eye and you show it to the Count, you see him reel back a little bit, and you see the man with him look at it in disgust as well. But you see the eye focused, dead focused on Sagrin. Sagrin, you can't look away from it. And in the crowd passing away from the alleyway, you see your brother. Expression frozen in shock, eyes in his cheeks, his forehead, staring at you behind this eye as it is looking at you.
Zizi, hide it.
Back.
Zizi.
Do I notice her
Yeah.
being... Okay,
Yeah.
then I put it back.
Alright. Sagrin. You feel watched. Not by the people here, you feel watched by something. You feel the people back where you're from. You feel the people looking at you and your brother as you were dirtied walking around the street. You have that same feeling of being judged, of being... It is anxiety inducing. You're not able to formulate speech even at the slightest. As you begin to shake, Count Mathias goes, "Is Sagrin alright?"
I
Sagrin,
don't
Sagrin,
think so.
I think she saw something in the eye. Sagrin.
As Tuna walks up in front of you and kind of breaks your sight away, you can breathe again, and you look at Tuna. You see Tuna, and you see the fairy, and it breaks you away from that strange trance.
Are you okay? What did you see?
I saw Bagrin.
But he's dead.
and I saw his body with the eyes, and I felt watched and unwanted and rejected.
Were you afraid?
I would say yes. It's like every single fear I have in my mind took over me, and I couldn't control anything.
Okay, I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I need to say this. I think the eye has that spell, the eye of the many, that frightens people.
Maybe.
So, whenever you look at it directly, you get afraid.
The Count goes, well, if you don't mind me interjecting your little conversation, I am still addressing the fact that all of you here are murderers. Was there anyone else hurt during whatever it is you did to the Baron and his son?
Accidentally, one of the houses were destroyed, but I healed the child that got injured, and they managed to get away, hopefully.
Very well. You believe that the Dubois are responsible for whatever is happening to the city of Brunswick and to the people that were missing here. If I am to believe that people were missing, then from this day on, you answer to me. Anything you find about the Dubois, you tell me first and no one else.
And can you give us information as well?
Don't think this is a two-way deal. You are murderers. You are murderers, and I will not have you speak to me in such challenging tones. Listen and listen carefully. If anyone asks, you have no affiliation with me whatsoever. I don't know you. I've only spoken to you once or twice. Only because Zizi here was next to the Baron. Other than that, we did not speak at all. Understood?
Understood. But
Anything you find, you know where I'm staying, and you will tell me.
Can I ask you something?
What?
This situation started because we tried to get the tooth to get in the birthday of the Countess. And the dead bodies of both the Count and his son were also a consequence of that. So all we're trying to do is to get access to the blind keep to further investigate.
If you want access to the blind keep, Azyzel, you will have to find it by yourself. It is not my duty to do so. It is now my duty only, since I have given you my word, to not call the authorities on this band of murderers that I see in front of me. If I hear of one more innocent life taken, one more good man, I will not take you to the authorities here, no. Both Mr. Willingstone and I are going to grab the four of you and bring you to Mogrand, to my city, where I rule and where punishment is slightly more severe. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Now excuse me while I go pretend that I do not know that my friend, Baron Elspin, is dead, and mourn his death. And he walks away. Willingstone drops you, Sagrin, and he turns to you and says, "It is important that all of you here know. There is a likelihood that whatever deaths happen here are going to be either covered or the story is going to be changed because the Countess's birthday is about to begin or about to be. It would be wise of you to not mess with the issue anymore.
Okay.
And he moves back out into the streets to follow the crowd. What do you guys do?
Should we go back to sleep? Fine.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should.
I need to sleep.
All right. You guys head away from the crowd. As you move to sleep, you see the smoke and the light of the fire that was lit up on that building kind of move up and flick up into the sky. You headed towards the Obsidian Dragon, and you find your way to your rooms. Is there anything you're doing, or are you going straight to bed?
Should we look for William?
Now?
I don't know.
I think
We're straight to
sit-
bed and we see if we can see him tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's the best because the city is in chaos right now due to us.
Okay.
We can also try to check on the guy who runs this place to ask more about the history.
He is there. He kind of only went out of the Obsidian Dragon to look at what it is, but he's not gonna leave the place unattended because there's a lot of money in there. So he is back in. In fact, as you guys walk in, he goes, "Excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, what was happening outside?"
We don't
a lot
know.
of chaos.
Yeah, I think someone was
Fire,
killed. Yeah.
All right, I saw you follow a gentleman outside, and I was worried that perhaps something had happened. A gentleman had come here in previous times, the Baron Elspin's son. Well, is there? Are you all right? Were you caught in wherever this happened?
No, we're just caught in the surprise. We're kind of shaken, to be honest.
All right. It was such a big explosion. Is there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so.
All right. Then perhaps I will continue my work. Have a good night. And you see him go back to his papers. You guys climbing up? All right. You all find your way to bed.
We
Anything?
can get the tooth though.
The house is empty. We can get the tooth.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that wouldn't be suspicious at all. At all.
Anything else you guys wish to talk about while you sleep?
No.
What's the plan now? What are we gonna do tomorrow?
Try to find William. Was that it? Try to get invitations.
We're not going to get it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely not.
we
An
can.
invitation will happen.
But hey, there's one invisibility, right?
I guess, but that's no. I don't think that's worth it, or I don't think that's going to work. We can try to talk to one of the Dubois if we find them on the street.
It's a pretty big town,
And I doubt they will address us.
and also with everything that happened now, we have to be careful with what we ask and who we talk to, because we might lift up some suspicions. You have to be careful. We killed some important people.
Well, I guess we're screwed. Pretty much.
Let's sleep for now then.
Yeah.
Alright, you all go to sleep. I gotta say, man, shitstorm after shitstorm. Anyway, it's good practice for me, guys. Don't worry, I'm not mad. I didn't like those NPCs at all. So anyway, you all go back to your sleepies, and you manage to find restful sleep. Well, two of you find restful sleep. One second. Syndra.
Hi.
You go to sleep nervously, fearing what you might find in your nightmares. You see the darkness of unconsciousness sort of moving you around. You feel light. And then a face right up against your field of vision. The Baron's son that you murdered. Eyes in despair. Tears coming down his face as blood fills up his mouth and begins to slowly trickle down his chin. And you see, as each drop falls, the echoes of these blood drops begin to form a lake. The landscape changes again around you as the same jagged and gray mountains come out in front of you, away from you, miles away, but so tall. The smoke and shadow in the sky. And that one creature, gargantuan in size, impossibly large, but sort of squatting in front of you. Long, slender legs and arms, slender fingers, and the skull of a goat, all black with shadow, with 4 pale eyes, 2 on each side, pale blue with flame. The flame you now recognize to be the one that you carry with you. The creature once again brings its head closer to you, to your sort of first-person view. And points at the lake once more. What do you do, Syndra?
I go to the lake.
A very familiar sensation. You approach from the lake, and once more, or approach the lake, and once more from it, rising almost in this sort of godly fashion, you see the body of your father, not wet from the water which he was underneath. You see the light blonde long hair, a pale right eye, and purple left, exactly the opposite of you. And this time he walks forward and he addresses you. Cinder, have you an answer to my question? Why do you want power? Why do you need it?
This Trojan one's dead. I forgot the war.
You can ask, it's fine.
Comes into my way, kinda.
Alright. As you say that, your father, from an sort of strong intent, this powerful vision, this gaze that is overwhelmingly intimidating to you, you see it turn to disappointment again. as he says, "Once again, the answer is wrong, Syndra. How many will you murder until you lose control? Come back with the right answer." And he grabs your face and shoves it underwater again. Syndra, if you had a creature, something, some shape that you would fear immensely, not now because you don't fear anything, but if you had something that you feared greatly, what would it be?
Spiders.
What?
Spider.
Spiders. All right. Azyzel, you wake up to the convulsing body of Syndra. She jumps on her bed, unable to control her own movement, as coming from her right arm, you see this creature begin to crawl out, shadow shooting and flying across the room. You all wake up as you see two legs come out of her arm. Pain in your body, Syndra, as you wake up, and you see this spider made of shadow walk into the room. And looking around. And it's looking at you, Syndra.
How big is it?
It is about your size, Sagrin.
Shit.
No, it's...
It is just looking at you, Syndra.
I look back at it. Staring contest.
Do something. Talk to it.
Am I still sleeping?
You're
No,
all you
no.
are.
No,
Well-
this is me talking. Sorry. So like I rub my eyes. I'm like, is this a dream? Am I still
No,
sleeping?
it's not.
What the heck?
No, I'm here. What the fuck? Wait. That spider is bigger than me.
Yeah, it is.
You see its little sort of fangs move as it just looks at you. It is made of shadow, bony, and it has these like pale blue 8 eyes covering its head, spikes coming out of each leg, and it just sits waiting for you to say something.
Are you a
It
pet?
hurts.
It moves closer towards you.
Which one?
To you, Syndra.
Oh, fuck.
Pet it.
I don't want to pet it.
Why not?
Pet it.
No, but it's looking at you, not me.
I don't want to pet it.
Can you
Syndra.
command it?
Syndra,
I command her to stay.
you command her to stay and she stays. She doesn't move anymore. And your arm, you feel the muscles tense on your right arm again, but you have no muscles there, but you feel it out of your control as you see the left side of Syndra's face turn into this burning pale blue flame, and it points the hand at Sagrin, and you see the spider jumps at Sagrin, just as you, Syndra, in your head manage to regain control and call it off. And the shadow hits you, Sagrin, but the spider vanishes.
I fall down to the floor, and yeah, I'm just in complete shock.
Did you try to kill Sagrin again?
Not really. I told her to stop.
But she
I
attacked it
think-
first.
I will tell her that I will tell them what happened on the dream.
You guys are now informed.
So, I think I'm kind of losing control.
You think?
Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to steal stuff. My brother died. I almost died multiple times now. I am a bit richer, but am I happier? No. No, there's like a giant
Sagrin.
spider that tried to kill me.
Sagrin, I fell unconscious multiple times and you don't see me bitching about it.
But your brother didn't die.
No, but I have no family here. I don't know where my family is. The
Then
only
shut-
family I have is you.
Hey,
You wouldn't understand.
Shut. You're trying to kill her, so you're not my family.
I'm not trying anything. I'm losing control. That's different.
Well, you
And
should
it's not
try
me
to
who's
gain
trying to kill
control.
her.
I don't know if you're
Or
lying.
you.
So, you say that your father asked you something in your dream?
Yeah. Why do I want the power?
And you keep failing at your answer.
Yeah. Second time I failed it.
What did you
Maybe
say exactly?
because you want to kill him.
Do I?
Maybe. You want power to kill your father.
Can you summon a spider now?
I don't know how to.
Can
My
you think of
friends.
it again?
My friends, I will interject here. You have all leveled up to 6 during this long rest.
Oh.
What you has just seen is the Hound of Ill Omen, an ability of shadow magic sorcerers. I asked her what is it that she would fear the most. She said spiders, so the Hound will take the form of a spider. Even though it is still going to act on another stat sheet. The Hound of Ill Omen, coming from her magic, is a spider now. You did this, witch. I'm sorry.
Why? I don't want the pet spider.
Oh, come on, Ken.
You're Spider Woman then.
Anyway, if there's anything else you wish to continue discussing, well, during the night, or you can go back to sleep, is however you would prefer.
This was a nightmare. I'm going back to sleep.
All right.
I'm going back to sleep.
You all go
I'm
back to
tired.
sleep. And just as you begin to fall asleep, Sagrin, the words echo in your head. This was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. Whispers surround you. And then, woof, your brother, covered in eyes, in the middle of the blackness. And it is just there. It is just staring. And you feel watched again. You feel yourself sweating, but you know you're asleep. There's so many people watching at the same time. But there's no one around.
Oh my god, Ken.
What are the voices that now talk to you? The visions that you see? What are these visions of horror? What do you do?
Bagrin?
No answer.
I cover myself, like cover my head with my cloak, so I don't feel as watched.
Alright. As you do that, and you look down doing that, you see Bagrin looking at you from the ground. Just miles, not miles, but a few feet away from you. Just looking at you as if the ground was this transparent surface of blackness. You see him there, and wherever you turn your eyes, you see him there. He's always at your center vision. You can't shake it, and the anxiety keeps piling and piling. People are dying. What would he say? What would your brother say if he knew what you were doing? What would your parents say? What would the people back in the hills say about you? There's just so much pressure. And then one small little bit of sort of bluish glow begins to fall in front of your field of vision. and you see it bloom into this beautiful glowing blue flower with purple edges. What do you do?
Can I pick up the flower?
You grab it out of the air. What do you do with it?
I smelled it.
As you do, your whole vision changes from the blackness from the eyes, and it's whimsical, it's beautiful, it's trees of all colors, flowers of purples, of blues, of reds. And you feel more at ease. You feel like you have something that you should work towards, something that you could protect. This world of dreams. And you wake up with Tuna next to you, Bob snuggling up against you as well.
Holy shit. Whew.
All right. Do you go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Very well, my friends, you have leveled up. We will address all of the level ups a little bit later. For now, let us continue with what you have. If any other disaster happens, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Anyways, morning comes and hits you all with a facial. Anyway, morning morning arrives as the sun begins to peek through the curtains of this enormous window that you have at your room. You all wake up in the same room. Syndra, your arm, scary for anyone else. Claws and this sort of shadowy spikes coming out of the knuckles of your fingers, and the spikes almost come out of your elbow as well. It is bony, but it is covered in shadow. It looks like this tough black bone, and it continues up until your neck. It does not spread overnight, and your hair also on the left side of your body beginning to fall, but it has not changed since the previous change. You all wake up. What do you wish to do?
Morning, everyone.
Morning. What a crappy night.
Tell me about it.
Slept well. I tripped about a spider though.
You didn't trip. I got the pet map.
Huh. Are you alright, Sagrin? So, he attacked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I dreamed something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
What did you dream of?
And I say what happened.
Tuna, she can only be describing Eardam, your home, at the end of her dream.
Probably because I didn't hear anything she dreamed of. I'm sorry.
And Tuna got distracted again.
My life.
Yeah, that sounds like Artham. that sounds like my hometown.
Well, not your hometown, but your home plane.
My home plane.
Yeah, it was just filled with nature and colors. But why did I dream about it?
Because well, when I'm here, I feel at home. So maybe you feel there. You feel you're there as well. We don't know why.
But I've never seen it.
Well, maybe it's because I described it to you one time.
Maybe I want to protect you?
Maybe I'm really good in describing stuff.
Maybe?
the fucking biggest question mark at the end of that, maybe.
I don't know.
But at least it gave me a bit of ease when I was dreaming. Just kept seeing my brother everywhere, and that made me relax. Just a flower and then seeing the nature.
What
Something
flower?
that I picked up a flower. I smelled it, and then I just saw nature and colors.
How was the flower? What color was it?
Blue.
A blue flower.
There's like.
Do I know any flu flower?
Do I know any flue blower? I don't know the legend of the flue blower, but I don't know if I want to know.
Oh lord.
But
Blue flower.
there are about 765 different blue flowers in Eardom, so in the whole plane, so it would be hard.
With purple edges?
With purple edges, there are less, but quite a few still. However, there's something blue with purple edges that you guys know.
Me!
Oh my god.
That flower looks like me.
Oh, you're right. It does.
Wow. You dreamt about me as a flower.
But I sniffed you. Should I sniff you now?
Sniff me.
Oh.
And I
my
sniffed
God.
Tuna.
I mean, she smells. You've never done this, and she's been around you a few times. You've never actually sniffed her. You give her a good old whiff, and as you do, nice. It's like it's a strange combination of death, of brownies and this sort of like flowery smell, but you can't get away from the fact that she smells like chocolate brownies.
You smell so nice. Like, in a dangerous way. It's very delicious. But don't worry.
Oh.
You're like family. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't taste good. I would never try. Have you sniffed yourself?
Well, no.
Well, I mean, you just smell like you. You never really thought about what it was. You don't even know what chocolate brownies are. You just kind of know this is your smell.
I smell like tuna. Well, not tuna.
Maybe she needs a bath.
Yeah, what I smelled wasn't tuna.
No,
It was
it's
a
me.
cake.
I smell
but-
good.
I think you give me a goal in a way. I want to protect you. You're my only family now.
And I cough.
You too, but not her. And I point at Cinder.
And I say, understandable. Considering.
Okay, should we get some breakfast?
Oh,
And see if
yeah.
William is there.
And the the guy who runs this place.
It's the guy at the desk. As you guys walk down to go get breakfast, he is there and he greets you. Good morning. Welcome
morning.
once again. Breakfast will be served in just a moment. In the meantime, while it's still not available, is there anything I can do to help you?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Go
Go.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
The ice is.
Okay.
Please, just
We
someone.
were curious. We were curious to know the story of this place.
Almost no one ever asks, but it is a kind gesture that you would care enough to ask. Well, I named and built this place to honor an old faith of my family. Have you ever heard of the Cinder Sky?
No.
Well, she was a dragon from an age-long lost. She was the leader of the Ashen Flight. Supposed to be these very powerful dragons. Her true name is lost to time completely. But it is said that she made a giant sacrifice for our world, for us, in a battle that has too been lost to the eons that have passed, or, well, ages maybe. And, well, I named it and built it after this dragon because, well, it could all just be a myth. But first, my whole family has dedicated their lives to preserving the memory, and I am a firm believer that if you do not believe in anything, if you do not dream of anything, you will be lost to visions of horror. And, well, it may be that it is all a lie and a myth and a legend, and she has never really existed, but it could also be true that she did sacrifice her life, and if that is the case, it is a memory worth preserving.
That's wholesome.
Well, I don't get to tell the story many times, so I do appreciate it. Most people that come here, they only want fancy rooms and fancy food and fancy drinks. They never really cared too much to ask about the place itself, about its history. There was only one other person that did. This is the Count of Malgrand. He asked me as soon as he arrived in here a couple days ago, maybe more. But quite the nice gentleman. It is fascinating how I have had people from all over Lusan and other counties and even royalty here in my hotel, and nobody has ever asked me or cared enough to ask, except that one. And you now. So, I thank you, truly.
What is that black rock, by the way, decorating?
Oh, this is, sort of changed null ore. I have changed it so that it loses its nullifying properties, but keeps its beautiful tones of black, and mixed with some other things, it makes for beautiful mineral.
Well, it looks beautiful. What about the warmth?
Oh, it is,
How do you guys keep it warm?
Oh, it is, I would like to call it magic warmth. I myself am a practitioner of the arcane arts, and I have enchanted the floor underneath the restaurant to keep it warm. It is only a gentle enchantment, so it shouldn't hurt, but if it ever hurts you, please do tell me.
No, it's very cozy. I was just curious.
I am pleased to know. Thank you.
Ask about the brand of the cheese.
What kind of cheese do you serve at the restaurant? It was really yummy.
She loved it.
Well, the cheese is brought from the Hammerhead Mountains. The mountain goats there are, well, they have quite a few qualities. Very tasty meat, but as well as very invigorating and powerful cheese, or milk, I'm sorry, that you can then obviously create cheese from. They are made there at the Hammerhead Mountains in some of the villages that occupy the border with our kingdom, and then I bring them here. They are quite costly, as they usually tend to go through other places before they reach this side of the kingdom. But it is from up north.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you again for showing the interest to know so much about this place. Please, do not wish to bother you or bore you any longer. You may join us for breakfast, or join the people there for breakfast. You guys walk in?
Yes,
Yeah.
I nod.
Yeah.
You walk inside the room to sit for breakfast, and lo and behold, in this room you see the sort of rotund and neck-bearded Baron Edwin Willis, accompanied by Commander Pierce, who immediately stares at you with this death stare, this intimidating look. Sitting on another table, more at the corner, you see Count Mathias Or and his man, Mr. Willingstone, Lord Willingstone. They look at you and nod good morning as well. You see Tuna, a woman that you recognize. You recognize
I'm
this?
in the pocket.
Oh, you're not looking?
No.
All right, then you see a woman, guys, with sort of shaved hair on the side and this like long ass, almost lion mane of hair that kind of goes down, maybe to her back. You don't know exactly from this point of view. But it's sort of light brown and is covered in these braids to the side. She has like very bright blue eyes. And now a dark blue face paint that covers the eyes, so it kind of contrasts with the color of her eyes. She's not wearing anything noble. It's just leather straps all around, very flexible and a body wrap that makes her sort of look, ready for anything. And lo and behold, next to her table, kind of leaning against it, you see two axes that she kind of like occasionally puts her hand on. She looks like very tall and sort of very sturdy, but is sitting down munching on something, and is just kind of there. You guys don't recognize her, any of you, but you eventually find your spot to eat breakfast. You guys were looking for William, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
William is not in this place. And as you sit down and you begin eating, we are going to end today's session here as the day begins. Holy shit! What have you done? You maniacs!
This is what they did.
We will
Murders, I murder.
We will. Oh yeah, sorry. Bam, dead. I will. We will deal with your level ups soon, or maybe after. Not right now. First of all, I just wanted to say to everybody who stayed up until so far, thank you guys very much for hanging out. We really appreciate it. So thank you once again for coming. For the people that are watching live, remember, if you missed any parts, you have the VOD, but also on YouTube and on Spotify and Google Podcasts, you'll have access to this on Monday. For the people that are listening in, don't forget, every weekend, Saturdays, 9:30 p.m. GMT +1, we have a session. I'd also like to remind everybody really quickly that tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. GMT +1, we're gonna have a one-shot named The Shattering. In this one-shot, both Mizzy and Fish are going to be playing. They're going to be playing two old characters of theirs. The very first characters they played D&D with me as a DM, which are Kalana for Mizzy and Eliza, the legendary ranger, for Fish. They're going to be playing alongside the Slick Mick and Nobrook, two other friends of ours in this one shot. So if you guys want to consume D&D sort of, without having to track what happened in the episode before, one shots are perfect for that. Big lore bombs as well for all campaign watchers are going to be dropped. So if you are keeping up with the campaign, sort of, you'll still be able to get your kick out of it as well, as it is set in the same world. So, ending that, let us go around the table and let our players introduce themselves and tell us what they do. Please, let us start with Sagrin. Who are you? What do?
I'm Fish, known as Your Mother is a Fish, and I'm a variety single-player streamer, so I play a lot of different games.
All right. Thank you very much. Twitch.tv/YourMotherIsAFish is where you can find her if you enjoy variety single-player gaming. And by that I mean going on Spore and making penises.
That's a lie.
And then also spilling your drink on the keyboard. Moving,
That's not a lie.
Moving on to now our eating. Azyzel, who are you? What do?
I'm Estera. I don't stream, but you can follow me. Insta, Twitter, whatever you like.
On Twitter at VFX Animatrix, and on Instagram at Tom SSOUSA. I always say this, but fuck it, whatever. Anyway, now Tunalasia Meadowfalls, our fairy wizard. Who are you? What do?
Hello, I'm Easy. I stream on twitch.tv/MeatyPeasy. I stream variety, and I focus on Soulsborne.
All right, very good. Thank you very much. She was playing today before the stream. She was playing Demon Souls. So if you like that type of content, you can join. And now, finally, Syndra.
I'm Witch. I stream League of Legends on my channel and on Twitch. That's it. Hi.
All right, twitch.tv/witch_Saman. You can find her there playing League of Legends. She was playing just before the campaign as well. So you can find her there and watch some League of Legends gameplay of high quality.
And she's Diamond 3.
She is Diamond 3.
Yes.
All right, that leaves us with everything said. My friends, if you would like to stay for a possible raid that we'll do, we would very much appreciate it. Thank you once again very much for watching. We all love you very much. We don't. But we care about you moderately. We will see you on the next episode or tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to pee.